today we're going to be talking about how to deal with grief and loss. I too, as you have been through loss. I lost my first boyfriend, and he was killed in front of my own eyes. And then in my 30s, my best friend and soul sister died of cancer. So I'm here to share with you, first of all, the 5 stages that you're probably already aware of when you are grieving. And then the first one is denial. And a lot of the time it's just too big for us to handle, and our brain, our mind and our body have a wonderful way of helping us cope with things as they come up. And one of them can be denial. Carrying on working, carrying on almost pretending as if it didn't happen. Of course, knowing that it happened, but not going to a place that you can allow yourself to start going through the anger and the sadness and everything. So it's okay if you're in that stage, but just know that it is coming, because the second stage is anger. And whether it's that you're angry with God, you're angry with doctors, you're angry with the vet, you're angry with people for what they say to you, you're angry with people for what they don't say to you. You may find that people you're meeting say to you, oh, well, it was their time, and they have gone to do better work on the other side, or you have a guardian angel now, whatever they have to say. And although that may be true, the truth is we are here to have this human experience and to have this emotional grief and this healing from this. And I'm afraid that you cannot go around it or pretend it didn't happen. It is something that you will have to move through. And anger is a really, really powerful tool to help you, a catalyst to help you with this. So whether you scream at the top of your voice in your car, or you go somewhere out into a desert or somewhere you've got tons of space and you can just scream and roar and channel and release that energy. Maybe it's through journaling, maybe it's through banging a pillow on a chair, whatever that process is for you, but give yourself an outlet for the anger. This is really, really important, because you don't want to keep that in your body. The next stage is bargaining. I promise if you bring this person back, or if you bring this back, or if I'm not going through this, I promise I'll never do this again, I promise I'll do that. Bargaining with the universe or source to bring things back to how they were. But we know that that's not possible. But again, it is just another tool for us to cope and to move through. And then the next one is sadness and depression. And it doesn't have to happen in this order, like the sadness could come in right away and you don't have the denial, but the sadness and the depression. Allow yourself to cry. This is so, so important. A lot of people say, I'm not able to cry, I don't know what's going on. And it may be at first you're not able to. Some suggestions might be to share and go into detail maybe about this beloved that you've lost, and talk about them, describe them. It may bring some of that energy up. Or if that's too hard, get a really good book, a sad book that has a similar story that will allow you to connect with that story and allow you to access yours that way. Or a really sad movie or something. It's a really powerful way to kind of allow that sadness to come through. And allow yourself to coexist with the sadness, not like resisting it, which you may find you do at first, but the more you resist it, the more you're prolonging the healing. So just allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to let go, allow yourself to be supported. And then after that, you come into acceptance. And it's not that you forget this experience, the person, the animal. It's not that you forget, but you just come into peace in knowing what is, right? So there's a bit about the 5 stages. What I'd like to talk about next is different things that can come up for you, so that you just don't think you're crazy, and they're a normal part of the healing and the grieving process. So one is jealousy. Feeling really jealous when you see people that are happy and go lucky, and you can't be that way right now. You're finding it hard to even smile, let alone laugh, and you find that you feel jealous towards them. That's okay. That's really normal. Feeling confused, like why me? Why is this happening? How could have this has happened? Like not really understanding. And again, out of that muddiness, the clarity will eventually come. And sometimes not really understanding why that person passed over, maybe at a young age or wherever it may be, but again, coming into that place of existence. So fear of your own immortality comes up. So I remember after I lost my best friend, I was frightened to fly. I was frightened to drive over a big bridge. I was frightened to hike. Things that I would have done in my sleep with no problem whatsoever. This came up for me, and it really, really showed me that I had stuff to release, right? And you may find as you start to release and grieve over this experience that other experiences from your past, all the way back to birth, maybe past lifetimes, all comes up. And really look at this truly as a gift, to just really fully let go and embrace that. So journaling can be really powerful to allow you to move through it.